Before I continue with my address, I would like to single out the people in front of you. These men and women have worked hard throughout the previous 10 months and who will be here for you throughout this conference. First, Isra Jilani-Wani, our Charge d'Affaires, many of you who have had contact over the last few months. Our committee's team, led by Anders Wisk and his deputies, Matt Brown, Sonia Pavich, Claire Marie Colatuni. Our public relations team, led by James Chan and his deputy, Ginger Lee. Our chief of staff, Tarun George, who's bringing together the entertainment aspects of our conference. Our USG operations and technology, Ashish Thomas, who handled all logistics. And last but not least, Nina Allen, USG Finance, who held responsible of all our financial aspects of the conference. A few days ago, we had the pleasure of meeting the U.S. Ambassador to Canada, David Wilkins. He expressed his desire to say a few words. Please focus your attention to the screen to the either side of me.
My pleasure to introduce you to the U.S. Ambassador David Wilkins. We've had the pleasure of meeting with him over the last few hours, and he would like to have a few words with you.
Hello, I'm David Wilkins, the U.S. Ambassador to Canada. Earlier this week, I had the great pleasure of meeting with a number of delegates from McGill University. A special, again, hello to them, and also hello to the University of South Carolina delegates, my home state. It really is an honor for me to speak to all of you and to both thank and commend you for organizing and participating in McGill University's 18th Model United Nations Assembly. In today's world, this experience is of critical importance as you build the leadership skills, interest in international affairs, and commitment to peaceful resolutions that the world will require of you as its future leaders. For 6 decades, the United States and Canada have remained at the forefront of countries supporting and engaging with the United Nations to maintain world peace and international security and to promote development, human rights, and democracy worldwide. As U.S. Ambassador to Canada, I've had the great privilege of seeing this firsthand. Simply put, the United States and Canada are two great democracies living side by side, sharing the most positive, peaceful, and productive relationship the world has ever known. It's a relationship that is incredibly successful because of the care and cultivation both Canadians and Americans devote to it. And it's my hope that the more you learn about the unique dynamics and historic ties of this relationship, the more interested you'll become in pursuing roles in public service and international relations that benefit not only North America, but the entire world. So often when we discuss the U.S.-Canada relationship, we define it by the numbers. More than $1.5 billion worth of trade and commerce each and every day. That translates into $1 million a minute in trade between our two countries. Not to mention the more than 300,000 citizens that travel back and forth across our borders each day. But the U.S.-Canada relationship and success is really built on relationships such as business partnerships, marriages, friendship that transcend the border. Diplomacy depends on this relationship building, and that's what the U.S. and Canada do seamlessly every single